Alrighty, what is up, y'all? In today's video. So in today's video, we're gonna be looking at this motor to see why it blew up, and I think I know why, because right here there's a gap, and I think there's supposed to be another smaller ring right there. If you see what I'm talking about, definitely looks like it's missing one for sure. I think that's the cause, and also inside the cylinder there are some metal shavings in there, so that's unfortunate. So I'll clean my finger off and show you guys what comes out. So this is me rubbing the cylinder wall. Well, they don't want to come out, but I think they're scorched like into the wall because that ring is blown out. Or that's what it looks like. So I think that's why it blew up, and also the fact that they failed to change the oil, because it's very micro, but you guys probably can't tell. But you see right there on the tip of my finger, that metal. See that right there? That came out of the cylinder. So it's tiny bits and pieces. So that ring has done disintegrated in there, I'm assuming. Because like, you can rub it down in there and you can feel little gouges in the cylinder and stuff. There's a good sweep right there. Look at that. See that? Ignore it. That's dirt on my hand. But that right there is metal. You can probably see a little piece of metal right there too. But that's why, I think. You know, and if you look really close at the piston, you might find some other little metal pieces if you look real close. But that's just my opinion on why I think it blew up. But let's just take the rings off. I'm not gonna rebuild it because it's 2015 and it's really not worth it. And it needs a blade. It needs a blade adapter. You know, it needs a new piston rings. Just needs to be fully rebuilt. Needs to be fully rebuilt. A new blade adapter. You know, new blade. You know, and you see that? Look, I was trying to get it off, and the ring snapped. That's how fragile they are. These things have been in there that long that they're breaking way too easy. Like, and I know piston rings are fragile in general, but I've taken plenty of pistons apart, and none of them have broke like that. Like, look at this. They're just disintegrating is what's happening to them. Probably because they never did change the oil, because the oil's not supposed to be gray, and that is gray. It looks black on camera, but if you can see, it's gray. And I don't know why it's gray, but it's not supposed to be. And like I said, I understand piston rings are fragile, but look, I'm taking them off gently, just like this, right? You know, trying to get it off. That's how I do. That's how I build stuff, just like that, and they shouldn't break. And that one. The other one broke, so that's one red flag for sure. You know, you can just tell that they're worn out and that they're not any good. Let's just see how fragile this ring is. Watch this. See how much more durable that is? Okay, so there's that one. Here's the one that's out of tack. Watch this. See how easy that broke compared to this? Look, I can literally do the same thing. Watch. I mean, yeah, it broke, but it took a lot more force to break. So, piston rings were definitely a shot. I know some of y'all in the comments are like, why are you breaking them? Well, they're no good. And it's also, like I said, it's missing the one in the middle, apparently. And here's your, like, oil ring or whatever. Let's pop this one out, too. Might as well. So I'm just gonna scrap this lawnmower. I could put a new motor on it, you know, a different motor, but I don't have one to put on there, and I need to get rid of it. And here's a ring. It's just worn out. I mean, it's what happens if you don't change the oil. You know, stuff breaks. I know the oil wasn't changed because oil is black and it smells burnt. When I used to have my 4-wheeler, I used to have to run like 20W50, 20W30, something heavy, like heavy oil. I think it was like RV oil in it to ride it because it would burn through oil so fast. And I feel like on a piston, I know there's going to be movement, but I don't think there's supposed to be that much. I mean, look at this. It's like way too much. But you know, there it is. It's just not right. So I'll probably save the carburetor since it's brand new. Oh, there's another reason why it's probably broke, is because I just now realized one of the wrist pins is missing. So that's probably what disintegrated and caused the motor to blow up. That's probably why the motor blew up, because see how there's a ring. Well, that's why there's so much movement. Well, not in this part, but in general, why it's causing movement. Because if you look, you see how it's moving in there. Watch. The wrist pin's not in there. So apparently the wrist pin came out, or somebody didn't put it back in there, and that's what caused it to blow up. That's it. So I'm not going to rebuild this motor because it's not worth it. I'm just saying, I'm not going to put time or effort into it. And this is the top. It looks good, but it's also missing part of the gasket, so that's probably another reason why it blew up too, because half the gasket is gone right there. So, you know, things happen. But this motor was just not in good shape. And if I zoom in, you look real close, see that? That's all metal right there. Those little tiny silver pieces. Because I can get this, and look at this. You can definitely tell this motor has overheated, because the fact that it is brown, it is burnt pretty much. So there's your cause of failure. Piston pretty much is what caused the failure. So that's it. I mean, you know, that's why you always take care of your stuff. You don't take care of your stuff, what happens. Now, me personally, I think it'd be cool to kind of save this as like something cool to look at. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just kind of save it for something cool to have, look at. Because I like, you know, after I work on something, if I can't fix it, sometimes I save parts like this to look at them, you know. Because I like to study them. That's me personally, but, you know, it's probably best just throw it away, but. But that's definitely why it blew up, is because the wrist pin wasn't in there. And it just pretty much, you know, when it's not in there, it causes it to fly. It just causes it to, you know, come apart in the motor, and it just tears the stuff up. I mean, stuff don't last forever. Yes, I could go the extra mile and build it and make money. But like I said, I'm not going to. It's a 2015, and it's just not worth it. I mean, it needs a blade adapter, you know, and probably needs a new blade on it. It just needs so much work. And the work is nothing to me. I can do all that. I have no problem with that. But the problem is like I said, think about how old it is. And also the fact that I don't need another lawnmower. And if I buy it, nobody's going to want to. And if I fix it, nobody's going to want to buy it, because the governor don't even work for some reason. When you give it throttle, it just doesn't. I mean, it works, but it's just not worth it. So there's your cause of failure. Much. So sad to say, you know, people don't take care of their stuff. You know, this could have been a good running lawnmower, but somebody didn't have enough common sense, you know, to change the oil and take care of it and do regular maintenance. It causes them to just go out. You know, things don't last forever like people think they do. So that's why it's no longer good anymore. So there you guys go. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope y'all learned something. Hopefully y'all learned to always keep your stuff. And also the valves under here, one is like completely stuck. I'm not going to take this cover off, but you listen, that's only one of them moving. The other one don't even move anyway. So, and it needs a chute on it too. So that's it. I'm going to clean up, take a shower. I'll catch you guys later.